Yeah, this is crazy because Marvel has officially started casting the new X-Men in the MCU, and these casting choices are absolutely perfect so far. Let's talk about it. Starting off with the first official X-Men casting announcement that just happened earlier this morning, Samara Weaving will officially be playing a live-action Emma Frost in the X-Men reboot film, and I think this is an absolutely perfect casting. She is an amazing actress. If you haven't seen her, you probably recognize her from the Ready or Not film. She clearly has the screen presence and looks the part of Emma Frost, and this actually tells us a lot about the direction that the movie itself is taking, and more importantly, the rest of the casting is taking. If you don't know, Samara Weaving is currently 34 years old, so when this X-Men reboot film releases in 2027, she'll be 36, which is way younger than pretty much all our main Avengers in the MCU, but she will likely be the oldest of these actual core X-Men. I think Samara's gonna absolutely kill this role, but what I love most about this casting and the other X-Men ones I'll get to in a second here is that Marvel seems to be going for all these actors and actresses that have been in really good movies before, given great performances, but they're not quite like those A-tier list celebrities that we've seen in a million movies already. You always see people complaining like, oh, why Zendaya or Timothy Chalamet in every film so far? And it seems like Marvel's going for some really fresh faces for a lot of the general public. Obviously, if you follow film, you're going to know who all these people are. But this X-Men reboot film really has the chance to change all these actors' life, just like the original Avengers film did in 2012. This Emma Frost casting was reported by Deadline that is 100% official and locked in. These next two here that I'm going to go over are coming from an insider, but he is very reliable, and I do believe this also came out right before the Deadline article, so it seems like these castings are happening like in real time right now. This next one is that, yes, Charles Melton will be playing Beast in the X-Men film, and that Kaylee Spaney will be playing Rogue in this upcoming reboot. Again, amazing actors and actresses that have been in great projects before, but they're not really like those A-list celebrities. Now, Charles Melton, who's playing Beast, is currently 35 years old, around the same age as Samara Weaving, which kind of blew me away when I looked it up. I'm not gonna lie, I just assumed this dude was like 28 years old or something. And Kaylee Spaney is currently 27 years old. So again, MCU is clearly going for that younger audience, fresher blood in their movies, realizing they can't just bring back Hugh Jackman and Robert Downey Jr. and Ian McKellen until they're literally 104 years old all the time. We also have some new rumors about who's going to play Mystique and Cyclops in the MCU, and either of these castings would absolutely break the internet. But first, let's talk about the most locked in lineup we have as of right now, which is obviously consisting of a character I have to talk about. She's in Spider-Man Brand New Day, so spoiler warning for that, but I think we all know at this point, especially if you watch my channel. Because yeah, Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey. She's going to be one of the main players in this upcoming X-Men film, and she's probably the most famous member of this cast, which, like I said, I really like that they're going for these newer faces in Hollywood that haven't been in a ton of major things. Like, obviously, she's probably the most famous just because she was in Stranger Things. But let's move on, because we also have a new interview from Indy Neveready, who obviously just starred in Obsession, the film that is breaking records all over the place, and she gave an amazing performance in that. In the past, she said that she's already met with Jake Schreier, the director of the X-Men film, and now in a new interview, she talked about it again, saying that she'd love to play Mystique in the MCU, and this would be absolutely incredible. When it comes to the role of Cyclops, there's been three main theories so far. The first one is Cooper Hoffman playing their role. He even was asked about this on a red carpet, which he did end up denying, but obviously people deny being in Marvel movies all the time and they end up actually being in them. I think he could give us a very cool and unique take on the character of Cyclops. The next one is Caleb McLaughlin, which I'm pretty sure people are only casting because obviously him and Sadie Sink's character were dating in Stranger Things. So they're like, oh, Jean Grey and Cyclops date, let's just throw him in the movie. Third, and I think best casting, is that yes, I will be playing Cyclops in the MCU. Now, if you want to see my Spider-Man Brand New Day review, click the video above my head right now, and thank you for watching.